Hey everyone, how's it going, and welcome back to Robot Boy. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at the potential for official support to the online community from Hello Games post release of the No Man's Sky Next update, breaking down a few ways in which this could happen if it is to happen at all. So let's start off with the overall general concept of community support. Multiplayer. Multiplayer by default requires some sort of live service in order to maintain real functionality. Patches, bug fixes, hot fixes, balancing issues, this comes with any multiplayer game after launch, and No Man's Sky will be of no exclusion from this. Once the next update releases, No Man's Sky will transform into a live service game that Hello Games will have to have monitored 24/7 in order to maintain constant multiplayer gameplay and ensure a fair experience across all platforms and for all players. If a pretty big bug appears, they'll have to be up and ready to fix it even quicker than with the previous updates we've seen, as we will be living in a persistent world where any faulty mechanic could lead to an unfair advantage to other players, and that is one of the worst flaws a multiplayer experience could have, and that is something that they definitely want to avoid. Imagine after all this time they release multiplayer and it's just a shambles of an experience. They need to be on it to keep it up to date and fixed at every twist and turn. I'm sure Hello Games will keep us updated initially with frequent patches and posts about fixes coming to the game as soon as Next releases, as they have actually done with every previous update up to a certain point. However, the question I'm most interested in focusing on is, will we have a more open and reciprocal relationship with Hello Games once full-on multiplayer comes into effect? Potentially. I know I say that a lot and all the time about everything to do with No Man's Sky, but there's always the potential. But now more so than ever, if there's any time for Hello Games to start getting involved with their community, it's the next update. I don't really see how you can have a multiplayer experience embedded into a game without hardly any or any at all communication with players. In terms of new content, I'll save that speculation for another video, but I think we can expect Hello Games to start to release and update content much quicker than waiting a whole year, and maybe, hopefully, go back to releasing at fairly regular and conventional intervals post next release. The core functionalities, the fundamental mechanics that have been absent from launch are sure to mainly make an appearance finally in Next. They're going to take center stage. But once this is done, anything extra is just a bonus really for me. Sean has said that he feels he could really never be done with adding to the game. He said that in the Xbox Live show, so I can't wait to see what brand new ideas he has after Next, once he and the team can actually start using their creative freedom again to try new ideas after the main features they've been pressured into adding for the last 2 years are finally off their chests. I personally reckon that by the end of the year we'll actually have received another solid update, not just patches to Next, but if this is 1.4 or whatever 1.5 the solid number, it will be 1.6 or whatever the next one is after that. It won't be 1.4 or 1.4, you know. And the reason for this is that Hello Games will be in motion to be adding to the multiplayer experience they've created for us. In an online world, you can't afford to be silent or take half a year to a year to release content. Hello Games know this, so I'd like to hope that they do have a solid roadmap planned out after Next. Whether they tell us that or not, I don't mind, but as long as they have one, that does actually involve more concrete community interaction and support, aside from just retweeting a few photos every now and again. Now, my next video that I'm going to make that's coming out later this week is focusing more specifically on how Hello Games could interact more efficiently and positively with content creators in order to establish a solid and reliable platform in order to provide information and news about upcoming content. I'm not saying that doesn't happen anyway. I'm not saying that content creators are not reliable, but I'm saying that Hello Games are so elusive and so ambiguous with what they're talking about with regards to new updates that we all have to speculate as to what it could be until like the day it releases, which is not great for new players coming in or people who don't really follow the game properly. It's hard to keep up to date with everything. So my new video is going to be breaking down how Hello Games could work more efficiently with content creators to use them as almost a funnel for their information, so they don't have to interact directly with us, but they can let content creators do that for them. As I say, more on that in the next video. And that's it everyone. Please do leave your ideas and thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Hello Games will be more open with the community once Next releases? Do you think we'll start seeing more frequent content drops after Next? and what do you think we'll see in No Man's Sky next in addition to the multiplayer. As always, please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and do subscribe to join me on this journey if you haven't done so already. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video. Okay, so funny story. So I made this video a few weeks ago, but just yesterday, which was Monday the 2nd of July, people received emails, the citizen scientists received emails from Hello Games outlining something new and quite interesting. This video was always planned to be released on Tuesday the 3rd of July, so I'm just quickly recording this now to put at the end because this does directly relate to what I was just talking about in the video. I'm not going to go through this email specifically and outline it and speculate and whatnot. You guys, you know the other guys, you can go and see for all of that lovely goodness, but I'm just going to quickly talk about it in the regards of, to summarize, basically they want you to take pictures, screenshots, and upload data about your favorite planets in the Euclid galaxy and send it in and submit it through this forum or wherever it is, and they will look at it. Now what they do with it, we're not sure. Could it be to preserve this for the next update? Could they just be interested? I don't know. So the reason I'm making this bit is because suddenly it's like, oh no, Hello Games are suddenly taking interest in us. All of what you've said in this video is invalid. Well, no, I still think that there needs to be more. This is a good step though. This is a very good step. You know, it's something. But what it's for, again, we don't know. They're still being elusive. But maybe after next, if something like this could be there, that would be great. Send in your screenshots. Maybe we'll share them. We'll look at them. Pick our favorite ones. Pick them by random. Share them. You know, then people can have a chance to go and visit other people, share the multiplayer experience. Hopefully that's something that's coming. I can't say for certain, but as I say, everything I've said in this video does still pretty much stand. This is a stepping stone, a very small stepping stone in terms of reaching out to the community, and I hope it is the start of a journey towards becoming more engaged with us. So I just wanted to share that quickly before this video was out, and on Friday of this week you can expect another video talking about content creator support. So do look out for that. Thank you all for watching, and with that I'll see you in the next video.